Okay, so next we'll see, right? APM we saw last session, last video, right? How to connect with a real device. Okay, now we'll start with the basic code. Okay, first what we'll do is, okay, we already created one project, APM training, and it's a Maven project. Okay, so you all know Maven. We saw multiple times. Okay, so we created a Maven project. Then we went to the pom.xml and we added three dependencies here. Okay, in our pom.xml, we added three dependencies here. One is Java client. Okay, IO package, Java client. And next one is our Selenium Java dependency. The next one is a Selenium Java dependency. And third one is if you are if you are going to run with our test ng with that test, so we can use our test ng also. So these are three basic dependencies. Still, we'll add a little more dependencies. While going further, we'll see what other jars or dependencies we are going to add. Okay. So this is a basic setup we want to go, and after that you want to go to SRC test Java. Can you go to SRC test Java and create one package and class? Okay, you create right com dot test case. You can com dot test case. Okay, click finish. Then you create one class basic test. So no need of com dot, right? You give basic test. Basic test. You click finish. We'll add. You add that add test public void. You add test uh, public void test public void login to app. Okay, now you create a method. Okay, and import the test package, add test ng library. Okay, then import the test package, right? Test ng annotation, right? You import that one. Okay, now we'll do some basic setting before doing the next one. Okay, now can you go to the Android Studio? Okay, click open Android Studio. Okay, now right. So after we Android Studio is open, first what we should do is, okay, we should create one project. You go to file, create one project. Go to file, click file, new. Okay, new project. Click new project. Okay, basic activity. Click next. Demo, right? A demo. APM. Yeah. Okay, next finish. Okay, it should click finish. So now what I'm going to do is I created one project in Android Studio. Now I'm going to tools. I'm going to create one, right, virtual device. Okay, so go to tools. Okay, go and click AVD manager. So you should go and click AVD manager. Can you click AVD manager? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one virtual device there. Okay, so okay, after creating, you go and create. We already have created one virtual device. Okay, so now what you do is you can go to click create virtual device. Click create virtual device. So you can select any one pixel. You can select pixel 3 XL. Okay, you click next. What's the pixel of your phone? You're selecting your hardware now. Okay, so click next. Okay, so you are giving downloading one, right? What image, right? What is the image you want in your right? What is the OS you want in your mobile? Okay, so you click any one, right? Android here, like Android 7, 10, like whatever version you want, you can click Nougat and you can click download and click next and click next. Any one you can select and click next. Okay, now you give AVD name of your, like what is the virtual device name. So you give any one name, a demo APM. uh, Now you click finish. Okay, now after creating, right, you'll get a virtual device here. Refresh it and you got, right. Now you go and click the play button. There is a play button, right, in your actions. You go and click it and virtual device will be launched here. I is already closing the existing virtual device. Can you close it? Okay, so okay, now you go and click the play button. Ah, close that one. Okay, now right, he is going to go and click the play button now. Yeah. So if you click the play button, an emulator will be launched. Virtual device will be launched. So you can connect your script through either with your virtual device or with your real device. So last tutorial we saw how to connect with the real device. Now we are just seeing how to connect with a virtual device. Okay, now right, it's launching now. Okay, it's a little bit slow, so it's taking some time. Okay, you can see, right, the mobile is launching. So going to the basic thing. So normally through right Android Studio, it will be a little bit slow, but we'll see another way to launch. That will be that you can use it for your normal purpose. Okay, this is through Android Studio. It will, because its size is more, right, so it takes a lot of memory space. Okay, so it will be slow, but we are run when we run through command prompt, it will be more faster. Okay, so it's launching, right? Okay, now, right, we'll see how to launch through a command prompt. Can you close all these things? So now we saw, right, how to launch with the emulator, right? Now same thing, you close the Android Studio also. Okay, now, right, you should go to the emulator path, right, in your Windows Explorer. You should go to the emulator path. Okay, should go to that right emulator path, right? The users, app data, right, HP, and your app data, right, local. Okay, then you go and see Android, then you see SDK, then you go to the emulator path. Go to the emulator path, you copy that path, okay, and you paste the command prompt. Give cd and space command prompt. Okay, now there is one command you can give, emulator, right, hyphen under space hyphen avd, and the emulator and name, right, which you gave, Appium. Yeah. Okay, click enter. So you can open launch your right emulator through this one. Okay, so through this command you can do it. Okay, see now, right, it's more fast, right? It's easy to launch now. Okay, so instead of going through Android Studio, you can launch through the command prompt, so it is more faster, right? And it occupies less space, right? Memory space, it occupies less space, so that you can use your emulator for launching. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, now we'll go right, so now the next thing you should go with, you should go and write in a Selenium, right? We use locators for locating a particular uh, element, right? In this SDK, when you go to SDK, go to the right tools, right? Go to tools, go to print. You can see UI Automator here, right? So that You can click it. Now we'll keep it. Now no need to click it. Then we'll write some basic code. Then we'll come back here. Now, right, first before that, we'll create one base class. Okay. So you go to src test Java and you create in the com.test cases, you create one class, base class. Create one class, base class. Base class. Okay, now we write desired capabilities in a base class. Okay, so can you go to a base class? Okay, and write the code, right? Desired capabilities. Can you go into the class? Okay. Now, right. So you go and type desired capabilities. Desired capabilities. Okay. So desired. It's right. Oh, it's from the Selenium remote package, right? Desired capabilities and create one object equal to new desired capabilities. Now, okay. Now write a capability dot, okay, set capability. So you are going to tell what device name you are going to do it. Okay. You are going to give set capability. You are going to give what is the type of device name you are going to give. Type dot device name. Now outside the double quotes, you give type dot device name. Device name. Okay, right. Value, right? You give that emulator value, the value of the emulator, and the emulator name which you created, right, in your right demo here. Yeah. So this is the emulator device name which we are giving there. Next, same thing. What you are going to do is, okay, as capability, that set capability. Then next, now you are going to give the path of the app which you are going to automate. Can you go and take the path of the APK which we are doing? Okay, so you give the path of it. First, you give mobile capability type dot app name. Mobile capability type right dot app name. Okay, app dot app will come. Yeah. Okay. Now you give the you store that path in the string path. Okay, the path of the APK which we are going to automate. You can copy the path. Give it in double quotes. Okay. Now give us. Now you give the reference path there. Okay. So what we did now is we took the path of that APK and we stored in the reference path. Okay. Next we set our device name is what device name which you are launching and what is the path we are going to automate. Okay. So that we gave here. Okay. Get absolute path. Okay, so now what we did is okay. So we did file path equal to new file path. Okay, desired capabilities equal to new desired capabilities. Then we gave the set capability, mobile capability type dot device name and the emulator name, and you give capability dot set capability mobile capability type dot app and the absolute path of the path where we stored the file. Okay, file path equal to new file path. So we store that file path in the reference path. That with that path we are getting the absolute path. Okay, so this will be in the base class. Then what we are going to do is we are going to okay give the what is the Android driver which you are going to use, right? So you next line you type Android driver, okay, and Android element in the web element you give Android element. It returns Android element. Okay. Next, after that, you create an object driver equal to same thing, right? We used to give in Selenium web driver equal to new Chrome driver, right? Same thing here. We are using Android driver here. New Android driver. You give the Angular bracket, right? And element. Okay. Then you give bracket new and the URL of the right APM server, right? The local host, right? A new URL, okay, in bracket. Before that, can you start the APM server, please? To create a new command prompt. Okay, in a command prompt, to start a server, you should type APM. Okay, So if you start a server, you can see that 0.000. Okay, so 0.000 is a local host. Okay, and 4723 is a port number, default port number in your APM. So you should give your URL, right? APM server local host and the port number there in the code. Okay, so now can you go to the code? You give, right? Now HTTP. Yeah, you give double slash. Okay, I give, right, 127.0.0. This is your default port number for your local host, right? One, no, one colon 4723. Okay. So now after this one, right? Okay, now, right, you give comma, then you comma import the URL and give comma, and you give the after the double quotes, after the bracket, within the two bracket, comma, and the driver, the object which you created, right? Capability. And here you give the semicolon. Okay, now, right, so it's everything set now. Okay, so this is how you should give, and you didn't give the WebDriver and hub, right? After 4723, okay, so you give WD underscore hub. After 473, give slash WD underscore hub, right? So okay, so this is the I think you are done grid, right? If your grid concept you have done, we'll give the default port number, right? Your IP address, your port number, okay, and your, right, WD and your hub, right? Which hub you are going to give. So this is if you are done grid, you'll understand this one, okay? So here, what we do is we are, right, invoking the Android server driver here, okay, and we create an object driver equal to, and the URL of the APM server port number, okay, and the IP address and the local host and the port number, and we are giving the drive object here. Okay, so this is how we should form your base class now. Now we'll go to the basic test. Okay, basic text extends base class. So now our test case will be in our basic test. Okay, that is a default library package where we'll have your basic code there that will extend to a test case. Okay, so this is how we do it. Okay, so normally in Selenium we keep the library class outside, right? And we call this to a test case, right? Same way in your APM also we'll have some basic properties, basic launching properties that we keep outside in a separate class, then we'll call to our script. Okay, now what we should do is, okay, now we can you go to that UI Automator viewer? You click that UI Automator viewer. Okay, in our Selenium, right, we used to locate a particular element, right? So we used to, there are some 7 locators we are used in Selenium. Okay, here also to locate a particular object in APM, right, in your app, right, we use one one tool, or right, that is called as UI Automator viewer. Through UI Automator viewer, what we can do is we can locate a particular object in a particular right, in your app, right? So UI Automator viewer is used to locate a particular element in your, right, in your app, right, in your mobile app. Okay, now what we do is, can you open the emulator now? Okay, now what you use, can you go and right now you can you open the app which you are going to automate? Okay, now first we'll launch the app first. Okay, for that what we'll do is we'll add our attest here. Okay, import it. Now first we'll launch this app, then we'll write the we'll use locators. Then we'll do. Can you run this code now? If you run this, it will, all right. It will launch the app, whatever app which you are going to automate. You can go the Appium server. Now it will be started. It's already started. Okay, you can see the logs here. Okay. You can see that you can see the logs here. Okay, starting the app, settings the app, verifying the jar now. Starting the UI Automator server now. Okay, now you can see, right? It's launching that app, whichever app which you are going to automate, right? Now you see, right? The app is launched now. Okay, so this is how we should launch the app, right? So see, now our app is launched. So here, this is an app which you are going to use for our learning purpose. Okay, this is a sample app. You can use any app, right? You can take all like the live apps which you have, like that also you can do. But we are, for learning purpose, we are using this app for our learning. Okay. So now what we do is we launch the app now by running the code. Okay. Can you run again? Can you right? Can you run again the code now, please? Can you close the server and again launch the server? Control C. Apm. And now it's launching the server now. Okay, so now it will generate again the app. See now, right, our app has been launched. Okay, now we'll go to the code. Now after launching the app, next we'll write. Can you remove that attest? Then we'll call that to our basic test now. Okay, you go to the basic test. Now we'll extend that base class now. Now we'll write the code, right? So now first what you do, so you go to the app. Can you open the app? See now what test case we are going to do is we are going to preference. Okay, we are going to preference. You are going to click preference. Okay, and we are going to preference dependencies now. Okay, and we are going to check the Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. Okay, these are three test cases, three things which I'm going to do now. Okay, for that, can you go to see if in our right Selenium we use 7 locators, right? One is ID, next one is name. Okay, we go for class name, tag name, link text we do, right? Here in our Appium we use 4 basic right locators. One is XPath, next one is ID, next one is class name, and next one is here Android UI Automator. So these are the 4 basic things which we use in our Appium. Okay, so we'll go one by one. Okay, first we'll go for right. First you go and you pick that right. Can you on your charger? Okay, now right, you go and click the right the screenshot view, right? Take it. Okay. Now, if you click that one, you will see the screen of your mobile, right? You can see the screen of your mobile. Okay. So now, after you get the screen, you'll get the object properties and its value. So if you have like working like your right QTP, right, your UFT, you would have seen right object repository, right, object spy. You would have learned some object spy where you find your object properties and values. With that, you locate in your UFT. All right. Same thing in our APM, with the help of this UI Automator UI. Okay, we can locate that particular whatever object which you are going to automate. See, the locator is to locate the particular object, right? So through this UI Automator UI, we can locate a particular object in your APM, right? Through in your app. Okay. First, our goal is to click the preference, right? Can you go and click the preference? See, if you see the preference, you can see that the locators, right? The properties, object properties and its values, right? You can see index, okay? You can see text, right? You can see resource ID, it's for ID, and this is a class name, okay? And next one is a package, okay? And content is, so these are the basic right properties and values which through which we can locate, okay? First, we'll go for ID, okay? First, we'll take ID here. Can you go and click the other? Can you check whether it's a unique one? Your ID is a unique one when and from your other objects. No, ID is not unique, right? So then we'll go for XPath now. First, we'll go for XPath. Okay. Now, can you go and write the code in our Eclipse? Okay. Now, write the same thing like in our Selenium, right? Driver dot find element. Can you before that? Can you write the implicit code, Satish? Driver dot driver dot can you go to base class and can you write the implicit code there? Manage dot timeout dot implicit wait 30 time unit dot seconds time dot seconds. Now right no you remove the underscore, that's fine. Okay. Now we'll write the code now. Okay, for driver dot. Now right we'll call this method to our base test, right? So you go, can you go to the base test? So first, before that, you do some like basic things here. Okay, can you return this one? Return driver, and you it returns right Android element, right? It returns the Android element now. Okay. Now we'll call this to our base test. Okay. Now base class method that we are returning as an Android right driver, right? Android element spelling wrong. Android element. Import the Android element also. Okay. Now you add the exception. Next, what we'll do is we'll write the code now. Driver dot find element. by dot XPath. We'll go for XPath now. Okay. Now, right, we'll take the XPath now. In I think you know the XPath syntax, right? Can you open a notepad? We'll write the syntax of XPath. Okay, double slash, right? XPath syntax, right? And give double slash, right? And then you are right. No. First, you give the tag name, right? First, it should be tag name. After double slash, it should be tag name, right? Then you give attribute equal to value, single quotes value. So this will be a syntax, right? Normally in your Selenium you give tag name, you take the right in your DOM, right? You take the tag name. The start of a tag is called as a tag name, right? Here and right in a Selenium, right? Here in your tag class name is a tag name. So in our Appium class name is a tag name. Then you give attribute equal to value. Attribute name equal to value. Okay. So this is how you will give in our right Appium. Okay. So same thing which we give in an XV Appium. Okay. Now you go to the UI Automator view, right? If you see, right, the class name is an Android widget text view. Okay. Can you copy that one? You give double slash. Okay. Paste that. Then you give add. Okay. Then you go and take an attribute there. Go there. We'll take text as preference, right? Or we'll take ID. We'll take text as preference now. Okay, text is an attribute name and preference is a value, right? Can you type text there equal to value? Right, preference, yeah. Then you give dot click. We are going to click that element, right? Okay. Now, after doing that one, we'll go to the next functionality, right? Go on. Can you go click preferences? Now what you should do is we should click the preference dependencies now. Okay, we'll take a snapshot of your preference dependencies through a new UI Automator viewer. Okay, after clicking preference dependencies, okay, and now we'll take right with your which one is unique, ID is unique here, or we'll take with a text. Okay, text 3 preference dependencies will take. So next again we'll go for next path now. Okay, can you go to Eclipse? We'll copy and paste the same code there. Copy and paste. Copy the 19 code and you can paste it. By dot XPath. Okay. Now you copy the class name again. Go and copy the class name, and you take the attribute value, add text there equal to. Can you go and copy the now 3 comma preference difference is a value, right? You copy the. Okay. Then you give dot click. Okay, so this is how you should take the XPath, guys, right? Now after going and clicking preference dependencies, we'll go and click whether we can check the checkbox or not. Okay, now can you take the again the automator, the screenshot of that? Now, right, I think ID is unique here. We'll take with the ID now. Okay, we can see a demo of how we do use an ID now. Can you go to the code Eclipse? By dot ID. Now you right, you got same thing, ID dot click. Okay, so this can we run the code now? I think we should give in system. Okay, now you run, right? Can you kill the server, then close the server, then you open? You control C. Now it's opening, right? Now it's going to the demos now. Okay. Now see, clicked preferences, preference different disease. Now we click the Wi-Fi link. Okay, it checked it. Okay, so this is how we should do. Okay. Can you run again, please? Right? Can you close the server and run again? Give a thread dot sleep in your uh, and process, right? We just we can just waiting and seeing, right? So whether it's taking to understand, right, whether it's clicking or not. Okay. Now can you run the code now? Can you close the server and again open, launch it? Appium, right? Now you can you come and run the code now? It's checking preference differences now, right? It's going and checking Wi-Fi. Okay. And now it checked the Wi-Fi, right? Can you go to the console and see where's it running? And you saw the result, right? It's true, right? It's true, right? Now this is launch. So this is how we should do the basic test, right? How to launch an app and how to locate and do right, ever do a particular object. And we can try that. We will see how to enter a text in the next tutorial. How to click and even how to do different operations with our our app. We'll see from the coming tutorials. Okay, but this is a basic test where we can do how to launch and how to do some basic stuff in our area. Okay, thanks guys. We'll see in the next tutorial.